Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Promoted Sandra. Here on my YouTube channel, I do cutting and sewing tutorials, pattern drafting, DIYs. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to cut and sew this short Bubu Kaftan dress I am putting on. If this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching. Before I dive into today's tutorial, please go ahead and like this video, comment on it. This is really going to help my algorithm a lot, and also share with your friends to come learn how to cut and sew on this channel. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on post notification if you want to see more of cutting and sewing tutorials on this channel. Without talking too much, let us dive into why we are here. These are the materials I'm going to be using for the making of this Bobo Kaftan dress. This one is 2 yards of Africa print. You can make use of any material of your choice. And also, I'm going to be making use of this pink crepe material, okay, for the design around the sleeve area, the neck, and also the hem of the dress. As you can see, I have it in pieces. This is just a leftover fabric. So for you, you are going to be needing about 1 yard of whatever material you want to use to design your own dress. So first of all, I went ahead to fold my Africa print into two like this. After folding it into two, I will go ahead and fold it into two again. This is going to give me 4 pieces because I'm going to be cutting both the back and the front together. As you can see, I did not fold out everything. I just fold what will be enough for me to make this Bubu Kaftan dress. Then after folding it, I went ahead to iron it for a smoother look. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to place my ruler like this and mark 1 inch downwards. So I'm using the ruler as my measuring tape. Okay, the wideness of this ruler is 1 inch. I will just mark 1 inch downwards. So this line I mark is going to be serving as the shoulder line or the starting line. So I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. I will mark the point there. Then I'll go ahead and mark the wideness of the neckline I want to use for this Bubu Kaftan dress. So I will mark 3 inches. If your neck is very small, make use of 2.5 inches. Then for the depth, I will mark 1 inch like this. Then I'll go ahead and connect it onto the width of the neckline. This neckline I just marked is the back neckline. I'm going to be marking the front neckline later. So once I'm done with that, I will go ahead and place my tape on the shoulder line. I will go ahead and divide my round armhole measurement into two. I will mark it. My round armhole measurement divided by 2 is 9 inches. I will mark 9 like this. So if you want to use continuation sleeve for your own, you can use it. For me, I just want to cut out sleeve for this dress. So after marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together like this. This line I just marked is going to be serving as my chest line. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to divide the biggest part of my body by 4. So the biggest part of my body is my hip. So if yours is your hip or your bust, go ahead and divide it by 4. Whatever you get, mark it on the chest line. My hip divided by 4 is 11.5 inches. I will mark it here. So after marking it, I will place my tape on this point I just marked. I will add 3 inches for the freeness of the Bubu Kaftan dress. So if you want to add 4 inches, this depends on you. So after marking it, I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will go ahead and mark the full length of this gown. So the full length of the gown I am working with is 39 inches. So from that 39 inches, I will minus 5 inch for the gather that is going to be around the down area. So what I'm going to be left with is 34 inches. I will go ahead and mark 34 inches like this. After marking it, I will connect a straight line across. So after connecting the line, I will place my tape and measure what I have around the chest line here, the total measurement I have there. So I will come to the down part. I will mark it on the down part like this. So what I have in total is 40.5 inches. I will mark it. I will mark 40.5 inches at several points like this. So after marking it, I'll go ahead and connect all the points together like this. After connecting all the points together, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark my round armhole. To do that, I will place my tape on the chest line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. Then I will connect it to the neck width like this. After connecting it, then I'll go ahead and mark a straight line like this, okay? Then I will place my tape on this line I just marked. I will fold it into two to get the midpoint. After folding it, I will mark the midpoint. After marking the midpoint, I will place my tape on that midpoint. I will mark half inch inward. Then I'll go ahead and connect my armhole like this. I'm so sorry that the chalk is not really showing. This is because of the color of the fabric. So I believe you already know how to connect armhole. So once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. When cutting it, add half inch for journey allowance. That was what I did. Around the shoulder area, I added half inch for journey allowance, and around the neck area, you can see that I did not cut through the lines I mark. I wanted to add half inch for journey allowance. Then I'll cut the side. Around the down part, I'll also add half inch for journey allowance. So after I'm done cutting it, I will open it up like this and remove the inner one. That one is going to be serving for the back part. So I'll go ahead and refold this one again and cut the front neckline. Kindly pay attention to every single thing I'm going to be explaining here. So I'm going to place my tape on the neck width line, not on the journey allowance line, or place on the line you mark. Go ahead and mark 1.5 inches inward. After marking it, place your tape on the shoulder line like this, the main line. Then go ahead and slant your tape like this and mark the depth of your neckline. So for me, I'm going to mark 9 inches. That is how deep I want the V neckline to be. So I'll go ahead and mark a straight line across like that. Then I'll place my tape on this line I mark here. I will mark 1 inch inward like this. So after marking it, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark a slant line from this point here to this point here. After marking it, I'll go ahead and make this line more visible here like this. So before cutting it out, I will go ahead and add half inch round for journey allowance. I will add half inch around the down area, the side like this. Just go ahead and mark it at several points and connect all the points together like this, okay? So make sure you add your journey allowance before cutting it out so that you will not forget. So after marking it, I'll go ahead and cut it out like this. Once I'm done cutting it out, I will mark a slant line from here to this point here. Just see how I am placing my French curve. I will mark a slant line like this, okay? Make sure it is slanted like this, okay? Just mark it. After that, I'll go ahead and cut it open like this. I'll cut it open. It is going to stop on the main line. So this is the cut here. I have gone ahead to cut out the band for the neckline, as you can see. So this is what I did. First of all, I went ahead to fold my fabric into two like this. After folding it into two, then I went ahead to iron it. So the wideness I cut out is 2 inches. Remember, it was 1.5 inches we minus from the neckline. So I added extra half inch for joining allowance. Then the length I have here is about 15 inches. So I went ahead to cut out two pieces, okay, for the neck design. I will bring the front part of the dress like this. Just make sure the front part of the material is the side facing you or facing towards the up. So I'll go ahead and pin the neck band on it like this. I'll just go ahead and pin it from the shoulder to that point where I notch. Then I'll also go ahead and pin this other side. Just watch out and see what I'm doing. So after I am done pinning it, I will take this to the same machine and sew it 1/2 inch. Then I will sew this other part. So I will first of all go ahead and pin these two parts together here like this and turn it to the back part of the fabric. I will go ahead and mark the 1/2 inch I added for journey allowance. I will mark it on the shoulder area like this. Then I will connect it to where that slit is. Okay, I will connect it to that point. So I will take it to the same machine and sew through the line. So this is just me sewing it. The reason why you need to mark the journey allowance, which is a 1/2 inch, it will guide you on where to sew. It will be very easy for you to know where to sew. So this is just me sewing it, and you're going to end it where that cut is, that slit is. So I'm done sewing it. I will just remove the pin here and flip the neck band to the back like this. Can you see it? I will flip it to the back. Then I will also flip this other side to the back. Then I will turn it to the back like this. After turning it, I'll go ahead and cross the two neck band like this. Just cross it, arrange it properly well, then go ahead and pin it down. After pinning it down, I will turn it to the front and see how the front look like. You can see that it is properly well arranged. Now let's assume after you were done arranging yours, but this particular part here, this cut here, was still coming up. All you just need to do is to go ahead and fold it in. Okay, fold it in, arrange it properly well. So once you are done, go ahead and iron it, just like as you can see me doing. After I am done ironing it, I will turn the dress like this. I'll first of all go ahead and pin these two together here like this so that they will not move. Then I will flip the fabric upward like this. I will remove the pin. I use a pinning these two together here like this. Then I'll go ahead and take it up little by little like this. So after taking the fabric up, I will go ahead and arrange this part properly well, then pin it down just like as you can see me doing. After I am done pinning it, I will take it to the same machine and stitch it down. Just watch and see how I'm going to be sewing it. So I'll go ahead and sew through the gator line just like as you can see me doing. So once I'm done sewing it, this is how it look like. I will turn it to the back and cut out the excess like this. Once I'm done cutting it out, I'll go ahead and re-iron the front part of the dress again. Once I'm done ironing it, I will take it to the same machine and top stitch on the main fabric from this part here to the down and to this part and to this part. So this is just me top stitching on it. So go ahead and top stitch on the main fabric, not on the pink or the color design around the neckline or no. Top stitch on the main fabric. So once I'm done top stitching, I'll go ahead and cut out the excess around the shoulder. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to join the back and the front together. So this is the back part. I have gone ahead to turn the neckline. Just go ahead and use Buba bias to turn the neckline or use the main fabric to turn it. So I will go ahead and pin the shoulders together like this. After pinning it, I'll go ahead and sew it with 1/2 inch like this. So guys, after I was done sewing it, I just went ahead to iron the shoulder. You guys know that I love ironing a lot. So once I'm done with that, I'll go ahead and shaping the dress. To do that, I'll first of all go ahead and pin the sides together like this. Once I'm done pinning it, I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch from the armhole to the hem of the dress. Once I'm done marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together. I will do the same thing for the other side. Before I sew it, I will place my tape on the armhole. I will mark 2 inches downward. I will take it to the same machine and start sewing from here to the hem of the dress. I will do the same thing for the other side. So guys, I'm done sewing it. This is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to sew the design around the hem area on the hem. To do that, I'll first of all go ahead and measure what I have around the down part like this. After I was done measuring it, what I have here is 54 inches. The length of the fabric I'm going to be cutting out is going to be times 2 of the measurement I have around the down part of this dress. So I've gone ahead to cut it out as you can see. After I was done cutting it out, I went ahead to fold the hem. I've gone ahead to fold it and iron it as you can see. So I'm going to measure the wideness that I have here for you guys to see. The wideness that I have here is 5.5 inches. 5 inches for what we minus for the down part and 1/2 inch for the journey allowance. So as you can see, I'll go ahead and fold this into 2 and retain the measurement I have here. So this is 54 inches times 2 plus this small extra that I have here. So what I'm going to be doing now is to place these two together, this opening here. I will join it together and stitch it down like this. So I've gone ahead to stitch it down. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and gather it. So I will take it to the same machine and gather it. I already have a tutorial on how to make a gather dress. So I'm going to be leaving the link at the description section in case you don't know how to gather a dress. So I've gone ahead to gather it as you can see. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to turn the dress to the front part, okay, like this. So once I'm done turning it to the front part, I will bring the gather fabric I made. Then I'll place it on the down part of the dress, right side facing each other. I'll go ahead and pin the gather part and the hem of the dress together like this using my pin. Just make sure the right side of the gather fabric is facing the right side of the fabric, front side facing the front side. Then go ahead and pin it round like this. The gather you are going to be making, make sure is enough to go around the hem of your dress. So after I was done pinning it, I will take it to the same machine and sew it round. So guys, I've gone ahead to sew it. This is how it look like as you can see. The next thing I'm going to be doing now is to cut out the sleeve for the dress. First of all, I will go ahead and fold this leftover fabric into 2 like this. After folding it, I'll go ahead and fold it into 2 again because I'm going to be cutting out the 2 sleeves at the same time. I will go ahead and iron it. After I'm done ironing it, I will place my tape at the top here like this. I will mark 2 inches downward. After marking it, I'll go ahead and connect my armhole like this. I did not use any special measurement. I just went ahead to connect it freely like that. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark the full length of my sleeve. The full length of my sleeve is 11 inches. So I'm going to minus 2 inches away from that 11 inches, which is going to give me 9 inch. So I'll go ahead and mark 9 inch like this. After marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together. So I will take my round elbow measurements like this. What I have here is 12 inches. I will divide it by 2 because the sleeve is folded into 2. So I will mark it, which is 6 inches. After marking it, I will place my tape on that point where I mark. I will add extra 2.5 inches for journey allowance and ease allowance. After I was done marking it, I'll go ahead and mark a slant line from the hemline to the armhole area. And another thing I want to correct is this: when you are cutting out your sleeve, make sure the sleeve is wide enough. Okay, go ahead and mark your armhole divided by 2, then add extra 5 to 6 inches to your sleeve, because I forgot that I added extra 3 inches on my Bubu Kaftan dress for ease allowance, and I was supposed to add it to my sleeve as well. I did not add it and it ended up being too small. You guys are going to see it shortly. So I went ahead to lose everything and recut out the sleeve, and I did show that part. So that is why I am correcting it now. Then I will go ahead and notch the middle like this. So I've gone ahead to cut out the piece of fabric I'll be using for the gather around the hem of the sleeve. So I'll first of all go ahead and open up the sleeve and measure what I have around the hem area. I will go ahead and measure what I have here. So this is 1, so this is almost times 2 of what I have around the hem of the sleeve, while the wideness is 3.5 inches, 2 inches for what I minus from the length of the sleeve, and 1.5 inches for folding allowance and joining allowance. So I will take this to the sewing machine and fold the hem like this. I will sew it, then I'll go ahead and gather this part here. I will do the same thing for the other piece. This is me gathering it, as you can see. So once I'm done, I'll go ahead and sew it to the hem of the sleeve. So this is the first one I've sewn, and this other one I've not sewn it. All you just need to do is to turn your sleeve to the front and place the gathered fabric on it, right side facing each other. Then go ahead and pin the part together to the hem of the sleeve and sew it from the start to the end. So I've gone ahead to sew it. This is the two sleeve that I have here. So I'll go ahead and iron it like this. I will go ahead and pin the sleeve to the dress, pin the middle of the sleeve to the shoulder of the dress like this. Okay, right side facing each other. Just go ahead and pin it round from one end to the other. So after I was done pinning it, I will take it to the same machine and sew it with ½ inch from the start to the end. Now this was what I was talking about. After I was done pinning the sleeve to the dress, I then realized that the round armhole area of the sleeve and of the Bubu Kaftan dress is not the same. You can see that the sleeve round armhole area is shorter. So that is why I said you should extend yours by at least 5 inches or 6 inches. If there's any excess after sewing it, you can trim it. So guys, this is the outcome of the dress. So I went ahead to cut out another sleeve, as you can see. So I went ahead to sew it on it. Just make sure the wideness of the sleeve you're going to be cutting out, most especially around the round armhole area, is enough to accommodate the space or the length on the Bubu Kaftan dress. So that is all you need to know. You can see how beautiful and cute it is. Do you like it? Let me know in the comment section. Do you like it?